go, go. 2020, top back pressures up. Yankees don't talk, they show. Let's go. Let's go.
Let's go. Judging the bots, game on tilt. Ball gone quick, ain't nothing built. Swing so clean, you can frame that stat. He don't need hype, just a lumber in the bat. Ben Rice heat, don't blink at the plate. Rookie with a swing like a flip the state. Fast hands, power zone locked in. With 22 step up, they know it's a win. Full bay moving like a ghost through dirt. Quick on the bag, clean with the work. Backhand grab, spin and fire. Gold in his glove, Bronx born wire. South Bronx cold, but the bats stay hot. Yankee blood deep, give it all they got. Pinstripes loud in the heart of the game. 2025, they ain't playing for fame. Lights down low, but the team shine bright. BX pride in the playoff fight. One goal, one grind, never fold. Chasing that ring like the Bronx been told. Road on Dylan like a Bronx Street King. Slide a cut deep, that pitch got sting. No smile, just ice when he's up on the hill. Pressure don't crack when the Bronx is still. Jasper Dominguez, power unreal. Martian mode when he step in the field. Switch his smooth, got the future in reach. Ball take flight like it left the beach. Big G loading when that bat release. Sound like thunder over 61st Street. Shots to the moon, no warning sign. Pitchers regret when he crossed that line. South Bronx cold, but the bats stay high. Yankee blood deep, give it all they got. Pinstripes loud in the heart of the game. 2025, they ain't playing for fame. Lights down low, but the team shine bright. BX pride in the playoff fight. One goal, one grind, never fold. Chasing that ring like the Bronx been told. Bronx got history, Bronx got fight. 2025, this feel like the night. From the legends to the rookies, the stories remain. Pinstripes forever.
Whatever. We'll skip the song. My apologies, guys. I know I put 9:30. My dog had a big accident, and I had to go hit the pooper scooper, man. But anyway, Yankees went 4-0 today over the Guardians. We take the series 2-1. It's crazy how we lost 4-0 yesterday and came back today and won 4-0. But let me say what's up to the chat real quick. First of all, let me get my chat pulled up. I'm all unorganized today. My apologies. My apologies. Give me a second, guys. There we go. All right. We got Huntuff in the building. D-Train was good, D-Train. He says, nice rebound after a horrible outing yesterday. Another series win in the books. Next time it's to bury the dirty Red Sox. Hunter says, yo, Wells can't get Scranton. Wells can get his Scranton apartment ready. Damn. For those of you guys don't know, Scranton is the minor league affiliate ball club. So he's pretty much saying that Wells needs to get sent down to the minors. Demon D got some dinosaur emojis there. New York Finest, what's up, man? Great bounce back. Salute 212. Yes, sir. Salute to Manhattan. Not Manhattan, Kansas, but Manhattan, the real Big Apple. If you didn't know, there's a Manhattan in Kansas. They call it the Little Apple, in fact. Andrew says, hey, yo, Jason, what's good, Andrew? Wells smells. Yes, he does. I heard Vivas needs a new roommate. Damn. Huntuff, man. It's too late for all that, man. Stephen B. What's up, Stephen B.? What is going on? Let me make sure the chat is going. Is my chat working? Anyway, Max Fried, our ace, goes out there, pitches a gem today. I mean, the dude is phenomenal. What can you say? Besides that rough outing versus the Dodgers this weekend, the dude's pretty much been lights out every single start. The Guardians had no answer for him today. He looked great. He pitched 6 innings, gave up one hit, a one-hitter. My goodness, I didn't even realize it was one hit. 2 walks, 7 strikeouts. His ERA is down to 1.78. 1.78. Hold on, let me respond to this text. Yeah, Al Leiter, you hear me? Mark Leiter Jr. Pitched 1 out, gave up 2 hits, 1 strikeout, so he didn't look too great. Tim Hill came in the game, gave us an inning and 2/3. One strikeout. Loaisaga gave us an inning. And that's all she wrote, guys. I mean, besides that, there wasn't too much offense either on the Yankees' part. Well, we got it done. It's the little things that count, right? The little things that count. Grisham 0 for 4. He's cooled down tremendously, dude. He's batting 239 right now. 239. Why isn't my music on? There we go. So Grisham has I don't know. Maybe it was a fluke, what he did early in the season, but I think it's time to start giving Dominguez a lot more playing time out there. Ben Rice 0 for 4. Judge went 1 for 1 with 2 walks. I mean, there wasn't too much offense. Bellinger had a great night, 2 for 4, 3 RBIs. He was pretty much the whole offense, him and Chisholm. Look, besides that, Wells 1 for 4, Peraza 2 for 4. That's nice to see, but today was another snoozer. I'll be honest. This felt like one of those mid-season games that you watch it because if you're a fan like me, you watch them all, right? Win or lose, boring or not, I watch them all. But at the same time, it's like, man, it was not exciting at all. This was definitely a snoozer. Hold on, guys. My chat is not coming up for me. Let me try to fix this thing real quick. What is going on with my chat? Let's stop this here. Try this one more time. All right. Let's look at Judge's stats on the season right now. He's batting 392, so his average is getting back up there. He's been hovering around this 400 for a while, man. Judge can actually do it. Judge can actually bat 400. It's crazy, right? Crazy, but we're approaching. It's June 5th now. As the season goes on, the more at bats he has, the less impact a hit or a non-hit has on his average. So he really has a chance to actually bat 400. And the crazy thing is that he's been slumping. The hits he is getting is like bloop singles here, some jam shots that are just finding the hole. And he's just managing to actually get hits off of these. So I look, I may sound crazy. But to me, Judge actually has a shot at batting 400 this year. The probability is very low. I admit that. It's very, very low. But he can do it. There is a chance. He definitely has a chance. Andrew says Cody Bellinger's my boy. Yes, sir. What's up, Ken? Ken, what's up, Ken? Make sure you check out Ken at The Ugly Truth. The link is in the chat right now. It is in the chat. But let's go ahead and I got a new set of questions for us on the trivia. Remember, to answer the trivia, simply put A, B, C, or D in the chat section to record your answer. The quicker you answer it, the more points you get. I put it like that. We'll do it as soon as this Trent Grisham graphic disappears. Batting 239, slugging 489. Yeah, he's calmed down a lot. Man, I hear what you're saying, Ken, but even if Judge was to finish with 388, I think that is unreal. And these days, especially in this era, this is not the era of batting for average, And on top of that, he's going to give you 40, 50 home runs maybe, So it's just what we're witnessing. Granted, a lot of times he does disappoint in certain moments or whatever. I get it. I get I hear the cries from the Yankee fans, right? I hear them. But you cannot deny that this man is having an outstanding season. This is something that you might never witness again, right? Hopefully he could keep it up, though. Hopefully he can keep it up. And I'll put up Ken's chat real quick. Last hitter to have a shot at 400 was George Bray. He ended up with 388. But let's get into one of these chats. Remember, A, B, C, or D in the comment section. I try to make these a little harder. Mind you, I have not looked at these at all. This is all generated from Chat GPT, right? So I'm gonna answer them with you, and we'll see who gets them right. Let's go. Why is it so small? All right, which team drafted Mike Trout? This is easy, bro. I'm not even gonna answer this one. Yeah, this one's too easy. My bad. I thought it was gonna be harder. It's supposed to be harder. Andrew who's the first one to answer it, 169. 169. But yeah, I mean, look, the Yankees are 38-23. I got it, I get it. The Tigers on the road. They're the first team to 40 wins. Yeah, I did see the news on Stanton. The news is kind of vague though. It's like we could possibly see him mid-June. Whatever that means, right? There's no definite timeline on his return. So we'll see. I mean, I like Stanton to take his time. I know he wants to play though. Every time I watch the game, he's always in there, especially like the pregame. They always show him like in the bullpen or something. So I know he wants to play. But it's just gonna cause we're gonna have a logjam with the DH position with Ben Rice and everything. So it's gonna be interesting to see what they do. But Ben Rice has been cooling off too. So maybe we need somebody fresh in there. Somebody like Stanton who's gonna be hungry. He hasn't played all season. Maybe he'll be hungry but we all know when he comes back from injury, it kind of takes him a few weeks to really get it going. So I mean, look, that's the right-handed bat we need. If he can actually produce, he kind of fills a lot of voids that the lineup has right now. Or big-time right-handed bat. Yeah, we could use that, man. It's gonna lengthen the lineup a little bit. All those lineups with Anthony Volpe batting 5th or 6th. Not anymore. Not when Stanton returns. Hopefully. Hunter says the Tigers lost a series to the White Sox. Not worry about them frauds. Hey, man. In the win column, they still live. We lost the series to the Orioles. Just saying. I don't like the news on Stroman. Guy doesn't deserve a rotation spot. He needs to be traded. I hear you, Steven, but you got to understand, man. In order to trade him, we got to build up some kind of value, dude. Who's going to trade him? Me and Graham was going at it. Was it this morning or yesterday? We were going at it about Stroman. Because I was telling him that Stroman's untradeable. He's untradeable unless you give him, you got to literally pretty much give him away for free. But he did make a good point, right? That $18.5 million that we're talking about for the season, since we're already approaching mid-season, you could cut that in half, so that's what, $9 million? But even that is a lot. Teams are not going to want to take that for Stroman. So we will have to eat a lot of that or give him some kind of prospects or something to make them want to take him. That's the only way I see Stroman being traded is if you a team really wants a player that we have and we force them to take him in a package or something like that. If not, he'll be on the mound, man. I'm pretty sure they'll throw him out there, whether you like it or not. Whether you like it or not, they're gonna throw him out there. Surely Stroman can't be worse than shit. I don't know if that's a typo or you purposely wrote that like that. Let me make this chat big. I could barely see. I'm gonna have to get my glasses. All right. Who cares? Last year we were 44-19 and then crapped out. There are 101 games. No, I hear you. But I think the Tigers are the real deal, man. They're the real deal. Do I think the Yankees are better? I do. I do think the Yankees are better, but they're tough, I think it's Yankees and the Tigers to me right now, from what I've seen, are the best teams, man, in the American League. Judge Triple Crown. I hope so. Let me pull up Judge one more time. Somebody pull up Judge. Oh, you know what? As a matter of fact, I want to see the RBI leaders. I haven't looked at that in a while. But this is kind of the whole league. Oh, Pete Alonso 55, Devers 54. All right. Well, Judge is right there. He is right there. Any Luis Hill updates? I haven't heard anything, but I've been kind of out of the loop. Ken might know. You let us know. I'll look it up real quick. The thing with Luis Hill too, like if people think that he's just gonna come out the gate and just shove, I mean, let's kind of be realistic about this, man. You got to be realistic about it. You know, the dude hasn't pitched in a long time, so he's gonna need some time to ramp up. I'm pretty sure they're gonna have a pitch count limit on him. So, you know, I'll be honest. I expect him to be. I don't know. Like, what do you guys think? How many games? How much time do you give Luis Hill before you say no? You know, like you should have it figured out by now. I think I'd give him a month or two. So let's think about that. If he comes, let's say end of June, I'll give him July, August. By August, he needs to be pitching really good, you know, or better. Andrew says, Jason, I told my cousin about your channel. He's a Yankees fan. I'm telling you, man, you know, your cousin is going places, Andrew. He's going places. You, I don't know. No, I'm just playing. I'm just kidding, Andrew, man. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. Thank you. It was his lat. Yep. No. But don't get it twisted, bro. The lat is very important when you're pitching. Remember Sevy? His original injury was a lat, I think. Or he hurt his shoulder, then he hurt his lat, and he was never the same. Believe me, when you pitching, you're using that lat. You're using your lat, your scap, all that stuff. All those muscles, whatever they called. Demon D was good, my guy. Salute to you too, brother. Hey, Hunt Tough gives him 3 starts. Damn, is that including the rehab starts? My goodness, Hunter. Hunt Tough, man, you're the typical Yankee fan, man. And I get it though, because I'm the same way, man. I'm the same way. I need results like yesterday, you know. They're like, bro, the dude just came off of Tommy John surgery. I don't care. You know, that got nothing to do with me. I need you. If you wasn't ready to get on the mound, you should never got on the mound. Right, Hunter? It's funny, man. Yeah, hit the like, man. Make sure you hit the like. I appreciate it very, very mucho. Very mucho. What up, Joe? Yeah, make sure you check out Joe from NY Yankee Mania, man. Does a great morning show, man. I'm in there every morning, so you already know. What you laughing at? Oh, I'll give you that. 7 stars. So Sean Browning is given. He's given Luis Hill 7 stars. 7 times 5 is 35. So you basically giving him a month. I don't know. I hope so. We all know he has the stuff, so I hope he'll be all right. But you know, when you haven't pitched that long, I gotta see him. You know, I gotta see him actually pitching, and then I can actually make a decision. Like, okay, yeah, he's gonna get back to where he was. You know, but first I gotta see him. I gotta see him pitch. Huntup says, "What do you think is the worst muscle body part to injure when pitching?" Your arm, without a doubt. Your shoulder. To me, personally, I think your shoulder and your elbow. Your shoulder and your elbow. Oh man, you can't do nothing about that, man. You injure that, dude, you're done. You injure your legs. You know, your whole body. When you pitch, you use your whole body, but yeah, everything's important. But your shoulder and your arm and your elbow, if that goes, man, you're done, dude. That's like a long IL stint. Most of the time, anyway. You see me on the panel? Yeah, I seen you on the panel. You didn't show me your dogs, though. I was a little upset with you. I wanted to see the Huskies. Ace is in the building. He says, cheer. Joe from NY Yankee Mania says, I give you 1 start and then trade them. You're not kidding, Joe. You know you really mean it. Oh man, you guys are tough, man. You guys are a tough crowd, man. I'll tell you that. No wonder why I'd hate to be well, actually, no, I'd love to be a player on the Yankees, but I bet, man, they hear this stuff or they see the crowd screaming stuff at them, and they be like, Jesus, these people are insane. I'll send video, Jason. A video of what? Of you on the panel. I saw you you talking about Joe on Joe's channel or Ken? It was one of those. I seen you there. Oblique is worse. Takes a long time to heal. Oblique is a bad injury too. But I mean, as a pitcher, you never want to hurt your arm. That's your bread and butter right there, your arm. No video of dogs. Oh, video of dogs. Yeah, send it to me. I like to see. I don't really like huskies though. I'll be honest with you, Stefan. Because to me, they have too much woof in them. If you know what I mean, right? You know, every dog has a little wolf in them, and huskies got a little too much wolf for me. But let's go ahead and let's hit this next trivia up and see what's good with this. Which MLB player threw a perfect game on Father's Day in 2012? Everybody who picked D along with me, you're wrong. It was Phil Hubner. I don't even know who that is, to be honest. Ken, you got it right, Ken? What's this C? No, that was, yeah, wow. But anyway, guys, we got a big series coming up this weekend. Let me pull this up really quickly. All right, this is our first matchup against the Boston Red Sox this season so far. It's crazy. I feel like by now we should have faced them already. Jacob, what's up, Jacob? Jacob's my guy. Hold on, I gotta put you a little intro. You get that one. It was either that or this.
Bruh.
All right, Alex Cora. What are you doing, dude? You got to put the year. If it's a historical player, you got to add the year to the end of it. Because by default, if you just put the name by default, it's going to go to 2025. See? Yeah. I lost my train of thought. Well, I guess that's it, guys. A says, we got a chance to bury the Red Sox. Oh, my God. If we could get a sweep, bro, they pretty much done. Dude, somebody, I didn't look this up, but I heard that they had a big fight, like pre-game. Like there was a big fight between the LA Angels and the Boston Red Sox. I should probably look that up, right? I don't know. I was listening to MLB radio this morning, and they were talking about a big scuffle before the game, and then they both went out there and put up like 9 runs each. Oh no, actually the Red Sox put up 11, I think. But apparently there was a big fight like before the game or something like that, which is crazy, right? During warmups. Jacob Frederick says, yo, Jason, I'm a Cleveland Guardians fan. Good luck on the series. Yeah, man. Sucks. The Guardians are pretty good too, man. They'll make it to the playoffs, but they're probably gonna be a wild card team. You know what? I'll be honest. I've always liked Cleveland. You know, before they were the Guardians, they were the, you know, I don't even know if you could say it. I don't want to get banned from YouTube or something. But I always liked the Guardians, man. I remember I used to like guys like Jim Thome, obviously Manny Ramirez. Trying to think who else. Sandy Alomar, Roberto Alomar. Remember those guys? I'm probably showing my age right now, but Jim Thome was a beast, dude. I love Jim Thome, his stance and everything. I used to love Jim Thome. He was a beast. Real Bill says, okay, wake up. Ace, Joe, Jason, Ken. That's what's up, man. I gotta give you a song too, man. I guess it'll be this one. I don't know. That was probably not fitting. My bad, Real Bill. I gotta get you a song. Other picture is on my fifth. Okay, I'll check it out in a second. I gotta open up my Gmail and everything. Yep. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So, right, let's look at the matchups against Walker Buehler. Will Warren versus Walker Buehler tomorrow. I mean, look, last time we saw Buehler, obviously it was a sad memory, right? A sad memory. Yeah, I know. Real Bill's a soldier for life. So he knows when I say who, he knows. If I told Real Bill, I was saying it earlier in the comments, man. I used to love when we used to get new privates in the unit, and we'll go send them out send them to look for batteries for chem lights. And yeah, I mean, it's an inside joke. Anyway, let me look at this real quickly. All right, Walker Buehler versus Will Warren. Will Warren, obviously, man, we know what he did on Saturday versus the Dodgers. Was not good. His ERA is over 5 right now. But before that, he had several fantastic starts before that. But anyway, the matchups versus Buehler. I wish they showed more stats because they only give you average, home run, RBIs, and at bats. But whatever. Bellinger is batting 500 against him. Granted, only 2 at bats, 1 home run, right? But still, in 2 at bats, he's hit a bomb off of him. Jazz Chisholm Jr. is batting 600 with 5 at bats. They don't show how many hits, but he's batting 600, so that's what's that? 2 for 5. Dominguez has never faced him. JC Escarra has never faced him. Paul Goldschmidt is batting 273 and 11 at bats. Grisham 235. LeMahieu. So not great numbers against this guy. And you know what's crazy? Because he's been around for a while. Especially guys like Goldschmidt and Bellinger, who spent a lot of time in the National League. You would think that they have more at bats versus him, but apparently not. Not according to this. And then Boston versus Will Warren. None of them has ever faced him, unless they faced him in the minor leagues. But so I don't know if that's a good thing or is that a bad thing. What do you guys think? NY Yankee Mania says, yo, Ken, he says, you can give Ken and I a song in the morning. Just call you Angel Love the morning. Now, I'm going to give y'all a song, man, but you guys got to have a funny song. I got to think about that one. Andrew says, oh, is that when you guys... Oh, yeah, real funny, Andrew. Really funny. Ha, ha, ha. Ha, ha, ha. Stephen B. Huntup says, of course, DJ is terrible against Buehler. Yeah, man. Why wouldn't he be? But, I mean, nobody's really that good against him. Hold on. Judge has faced him. So why is the numbers not here? I think these numbers are skewed. They're no good. Because I know for sure Judge has faced him. Maybe not in the regular season, but definitely in the postseason. So this probably just takes into account regular season at bats. That's what I'm thinking. Real Bill says, well, my son trained Walker, so we'll find out how well he taught him. Is that true, man? That's pretty cool, man. That's what's up. Was your son a pitcher or something? A pitching coach? Jason, what? I don't know what we're reading. Jason, can't be the Three Stooges theme song. Oh, for Joe and them? No, I wouldn't do him like that. I got to get him something good, They didn't want to embarrass Judge. Oh my God. Because if he faced him in the postseason, he probably was batting .50. Okay. Oh, your son works for the Dodgers? That's cool, man. So you're a Yankee fan. Is your son a Yankee fan? Be honest. Is he a Yankee fan or a Dodgers fan? Obviously, he gotta go for the Dodgers if he works for them. But growing up, was he a Yankee fan? I think if my son walked in here with a Dodgers jersey one day, I might kick him out. I'll be honest. I might kick him out. He knows it too, and I'm not joking. He said my second son works for the Reds. That's cool, man. What did he do, man? I need to get like I don't know, some professional instruction for my son. My son's 13. He's pretty good too. But I feel like I've taught him all I can teach him, you know. Me, somebody who's never played even high school baseball, you know. I've taught him all I could teach him as far as like actually playing baseball. Now my baseball IQ is high, but actually playing it is a different story. Yeah, let's get into another trivia. Let's see what we got here. All right. What year did the Montreal Expos become the Washington Nationals? I feel like I should know this. I'm gonna go with I'll go with 2004. I think. I feel like the Nationals have been around for they've been around at least since like 2006, you know. What was it? Answer was B, 2005. Okay. Who got it right? A bunch of y'all got it right. Let me see the score here on this thing. All right, so Ken's in the lead, 258. Andrew got 169. Stephen B got 162. Sean Browning 150, and I got a big fat 0. Great. In my own game. How do you lose at your own game? I literally made the game and I'm losing. Oh, it's not my day today. But yeah, what else is going on around there in baseball? Atlanta, wow, what a game between Atlanta and Arizona. Arizona won 11-10. Incredible. St. Louis beat the Royals 6-5. Wow, a lot of close games today. Chicago over Detroit 3-2. Toronto smashed Philly 9-1. I don't even know what it says. The Ass won 14-3 over the Twins. Seattle lost to Baltimore. San Francisco and San Diego. Wow, I didn't know they were playing. That's a good series to watch. And then obviously the Dodgers took a game over the Mets. Even though the Mets took that series. Houston 4-2 against the Pirates. Is that true? Damn. Diamondbacks put up 7 runs in the 9th. That's a tough one, man. That is a tough loss. Yeah. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Make sure y'all following me on Twitter too. If any of you guys are on Twitter, make sure you follow me. D-Rose, what's up, D-Rose, man? I'm telling you, bro. Every time I mention the Mets, if the Mets, as soon as it starts coming out my mouth, as soon as I go, you appear, bro. I just said the Dodgers and the Mets, you know, and how the Mets took the series, and you showed up out of nowhere. I'm telling you, bro. This dude, I don't know. I feel like you was watching and you was waiting for me to bring up the Mets. Sean Browning said the Athletics. No, I know, but you can't say Sacramento, and you can't say Oakland. So it's just AS, bro. It's the ass. Nah. That was not funny at all. Anyway, D-backs were down 10-4 going into the 8th. Braves fans were booing Iglesias. Dang. That's crazy. A says, bro, it might be time for Grisham to hit the bench for a little while. I agree with you, man. I agree. That would give Dominguez a lot more playing time that I feel like he deserves. It frees up a lot. That gives Ben Wright some more playing time. And nothing against Grisham. I just think that maybe he needs a little rest. Maybe it'd be good for him. LOL. Sad. They're the ass, bro. The ass. And D-Rose says, nah, I literally just got, I'm messing with you, bro. D-Rose, you always welcome, man. You know that. Hunter says, bro, no way the Pacers won. They were down like 20 in the fourth. Sounds like game one versus the Knicks all over again. I know the situation is funny. Bro, the whole athletic situation is I don't know. The fact that we have two major league ball clubs playing in minor league stadiums is wild to me. At least the Rays I understand because you can't do nothing about a hurricane, right? But the Athletics, man, they just I don't know. But you know what? What's the stadium over there called? The Oakland Coliseum? That thing looks like it got hit by a freaking a hurricane, man. That place was garbage, dude. It was garbage, man. Every time the Yankees should go over there to play, and you see them sitting there in the big ass foul territory, they don't even have. You know how most, like in the dugouts, most I mean, every stadium has like a little fence, like a little guardrail. You see the players like hanging out on it. They didn't even have that, bro. You just see a whole bunch of players sitting on coolers and stuff right there at the side. Man, that's like that place was shitty, dude. Let's be honest. Ken said Mets crap this afternoon game. They had opportunity to take the series, instead split. Yeah, man. That's Mets doing Met things. What do you expect, Ken? Thanks for having me. D-Rails, you're always welcome, man. Rays still haven't started fixing it. They cheap. No, but it's not that. Is that why fix it, dude? They trying to get a new stadium anyway. I mean, it's very, very complex. Now they're talking about Orlando is trying to. They have a group in Orlando that a bunch of rich dudes put some money together, and they trying to take the team from the Tampa area or the St. Petersburg area, which is really where it's at. And they don't want to give the Rays money. The Rays are cheap. They're not going to pay for a new stadium. So they got to, I don't know. I think that dude got to sell the team. The owner, I think he should sell it. But I don't, it sucks, man, for the fans out there. I've never actually met a Rays fan. I'll be honest with you. But that sounds crazy. Wow, that's wild, bro. I've never met a Tampa Rays fan. I've met all kinds of fans. A Red Sox fan. Even an Athletics fan. I've met an A's fan. I've met Giants fans. I've met Dodgers fans, obviously. Every team. Marlins fans. I've met a Marlins fan. Never met a Tampa Rays fan. I don't think they exist, bro. I really don't, man. I know some Ray fan is gonna see this and they're gonna blast me on Twitter, but me personally, if you're out there, I'd like to meet you just to complete the cycle or whatever, Grisham might look like Reggie Jackson, but he sure doesn't play like him. He does not look like Reggie, bro. What are you talking about? Trent Grisham does not. Pull up Trent Grisham on the screen, somebody, man. He does not look like Trent Grisham. Reggie Jackson. Maybe the mustache a little. I like, Max Coverage, right? He does play-by-plays. I don't know if you guys follow him, but he's a great content creator. He does a lot of Yankees content. Anyway, he calls Trent Grisham the cop. He's the cop, bro. He's Eric. What's his name? The guy from I'm drawing a blank. The Estrada guy. What's his name? Is it Eric Estrada? I think his name. That's Eric Estrada. Is that his name? I don't know. But D-Rose says, Ken, yeah, thanks to Brett Beatty, at least we took bro, Brett Beatty he's legit, D-Rose. He's legit this year. He's finally coming into his own. It's crazy because I remember before the season started, or even late last year, Met fans, they wanted nothing to do with this guy. Everybody was all high on Vientos, and turns out Brett Beatty is that guy, man. It's like college ball. Real Bill P says my brother-in-law's a Rays fan. I've never met one, man. They're I'm sure they're out there, man, but it's like a rare sign. They're I'm not gonna say a dying breed, but they're near extinction. Put it that way. A says Grisham looks like Jay Chandreskar from Super Troopers. I don't know who that is, man. I'm gonna pull him up though, just because he said that. I want to see who it is. Let's see. What kind of name is that, bro? No, he doesn't, dude. He does not look like this guy. You're gonna have to put some respect on my guy Trent Grisham, man. Maybe a little bit. And not everybody with a mustache looks the same, all right? Stop profiling my guy Grisham. Jay Chandler, blah, 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 blah. I don't know how to say the name. Oh, Chips. Yeah, there it goes, Chips. What was his name? It's Estrada, Eric Estrada. What was his name? And the other guy, I can't remember. I used to watch that show as a kid. Yeah, Joe says, get the Rays, not to Puerto Rico and out of America League. I doubt they move to Puerto Rico. I hear you though, Ace. It's a great idea and everything, but I really doubt it. I think they want them in Florida. If Puerto Rico really wants a team, they're gonna have to put a lot of money together and try to get a expansion team. But they gotta put a lot of money together and build a state-of-the-art stadium. I understand they got a stadium over there, but it's not ready to hold a Major League Baseball team. Yeah. They had rats running around in Oakland Coliseum. Dude, they had more than rats running around over there. That place was insane. Insane. D-Rose puts a good comment here. They need to make a salary floor so teams spend the money they're getting from the richer teams, right? I'm trying to gather my thoughts. I agree with you, man, but is it actually possible? Because the way that stuff works is the actual owners, all 30 owners, take a vote. You know, so will they vote for something like that? I'm sure the Yankees, the Dodgers, those teams like that are gonna. But there's more. I don't want to call them welfare teams because I feel like that's messed up. But there's more, smaller teams. We'll put it that way. Than there are bigger teams. So they're gonna have the majority of the vote, and they don't want a floor. I don't know. I'm not sure. I'm not 100% how it works out, but I'm pretty sure that the owners have a vote in it, and there's more teams benefiting from that tax than there is teams actually paying it out, if that makes sense. Real Bills P says a lieutenant colonel told me that I had to shave off my porn stash. I asked him if he was jealous. No, you did. You asked him if he was jealous. Oh man, you got some cojones on you, brother. Man, when I came in the army, it still had a little bit of that hardcore craze. But as the years passed on, they cleaned a lot of that stuff up, man. But they used to be like, we used to run cadence, singing some crazy wild stuff, man. And then it got to the point they're like, bro, you can't call those cadences no more. Like, it was offending people, I guess. Ken says they should limit contract lengths to 5 years. The players? Oh no, the Players Association will never let that happen. And speaking of the Players Association, I didn't even know there's the FBI is investigating the MLB Players Association right now. For why, I don't know, but I it doesn't look good. What's the dude's name? The president. I want to say Will Clark is his name. Tony Clark. There you go. Oh yeah, he it looks like he might have took some money under the, I don't know, allegedly, right? Got a brown paper bag, dropped into his mailbox or something like that. If you know what I mean, right? If you know what I mean. Yeah, it doesn't look good though, man. It doesn't look good. It's all, I don't know, man. There's a lot of shady dealings with this stuff, and a lot of money being exchanged under the table. That's what it seems like. But the FBI is looking into it. I don't think anything's gonna happen, but who knows, man? Maybe they gets relieved or so. Maybe he steps down. As a matter of fact, about a year or two ago, they try to pull a coup on Tony Clark, man. They try to force him out of there. They didn't succeed, but they tried, man. Oakland Coliseum was hit by an earthquake during the '89 World Series. Yeah, man. That was in 1989, though. They had what 26 years, no 36 years to fix it. They didn't do anything to that thing, man. Left my ass off, Bill. That's hilarious. Oh man, I don't believe real Bill. What he say? He told the lieutenant colonel if he was jealous. I don't know. I think he was hiding that money and his stupid beard. Yeah, he got that big white beard. Duffel bag full of cash, fishy. I don't know. I don't know enough about it, but I was watching something about that earlier, but I don't want to say anything because I'm really not. They're probably not even investigating him. I know it's something with a company that they work for. And not only them, it's also the NFL Players Association. So, not sure really why. If somebody wants to look that up and send me an article or so, maybe I'll look it up later and we'll talk about it tomorrow. Stephen B, from what I heard from a former MLB agent, says this just a tip. There's more bad things they're covering up. Oh, I bet there is. Man. They run the Players Association like an old one of those worker unions that the mafia ran back in the day, It's crazy. He says the NFL is cleared, MLB not looking good. We'll see, man. We'll see. Hopefully, you know what? I don't know. That's tough, man. That's tough. That's bad on the Players Association because the players have gotten a lot of power. They're still not at like NBA player level because the NBA players, they pretty much run the NBA, but the Players Association for Major League Baseball has come a long way. Look at the contracts they're getting now. Look at Soto's contract and stuff. They hold a lot of power. They're making the owners pay up. The owners hate it. I'm telling you, they hate it. But what are they gonna do? You got to pay the talent. NY Yankee Mania says, if the Yankees sweep the Red Sox, I'm sending you a big fat. Joe from NY Yankee Mania has this thing with asparagus pie. Who in their right mind eats asparagus pie? It sounds gross. Joe, no. Asparagus and pie, they don't go together. It's like broccoli and ice cream. The two don't mix. I like both of them. I like broccoli. I like ice cream. I like asparagus and I like pie, but not together. It's a bad combination. Bad combination. He said, no, it's an egg omelet. Then it's not a pie. It's an omelet, an asparagus omelet. Joe is hilarious. Oh, in the morning show, he be having me dying. Jason, the Coliseum is in the middle of the hood. Sailors stationed in Oakland weren't allowed to walk off base on payday. Hoods will be waiting off base to roll sailors. I've never been to Oakland, or I've never been to the Bay Area period, but from what I've seen, it looks rough over there. But I'm sure that somewhere in that city they have a decent place where they can put a ballpark at and not have to worry about, having it dead smack in the hood, I don't know if you know, man, but Yankee Stadium is located in the middle of a hood, a big ghetto too. If you wander off, man, you walk 2 blocks away from the stadium and that's it. You're in the thick of the Bronx. You're in Highbridge, man, and it gets a little dicey over there. Real Bill says, hey folks, I've got to run. My meds are due and my wife is giving me the evil eye. See you all. You got to tell her like you told the lieutenant colonel. Just playing, man. Now go, man. Happy wife, happy life, brother. I appreciate you, Real Bill. Take care, my brother, man. Have a great evening. Striking 27, Sean Browning says, I hope not, man. I really hope not. I feel like baseball is starting to gain traction. And I don't know if you guys feel the same way, but to me, I feel like for a while it was kind of died down. Now I feel like NBA is kind of dying down and baseball's really starting to gain traction. I'm seeing more kids get into it, more people playing it. Especially softball. I've noticed softball as a sport has grown a lot. I see so many young women and young girls playing softball now. And they're pretty good, man. They're pretty good. So hopefully that sport grows. I know MLB invested in a women's softball league, and they're gonna try to make it kind of like a WNBA type thing. It's pretty good. If you didn't know, you know the NCAA softball, female softball draws a bigger crowd than the men's baseball. That's crazy, right? So that tells you something. But yeah, baseball to me is a growing sport. They just got to figure out this damn, I don't know how all these streaming services and stuff, like MLB, they need to figure that out, man. This is ridiculous. You know, because I'm in San Antonio. Every time I have all of them. I have the Apple, the MLB TV, the Prime. I gotta get ESPN because some of those games are there. I have all these things, right? And would you believe that when they play the Astros or the Texas Rangers, it tells me I'm in a blackout. I'm in a blackout area. So not only out of all those 5 streaming services, I can't watch the game, right? I literally would have to have the local cable. I think it's like Bally something. I'd have to sign up for local cable just to watch the Yankees play any of the local teams over here. It's ridiculous, man. I pay way too much money to watch one team. Real Bill says Rupert Pie is awesome. Once you get past the snotty, oh my god, bruh. It's gross, man. You just messed up my whole stomach. Not a bunny, Joe. One time, Joe and Ken were arguing on the morning show because Joe was trying to convince Ken that he needs to eat healthy. He said, you need to eat carrots and celery and all asparagus. And Joe was like, what the hell? He was like, I ain't no damn bunny rabbit. It was hilarious, dude. Oh man. Joe says, nothing for nothing, but what about Jason 161 River Ave? Oh, what I do? I lost the chat. Hold on. 161 River. He puts a Big Mac and apple pie inside and eats it, and it's actually pretty good. I'd eat that before I eat an asparagus pie. Anything that starts with ass, I don't want it, bro. That's funny. I'm joking. Jacob set up VPN, your computer guy. Oh, I could, you know, you're right. I could set up a VPN. Oh, not even that. All I gotta do is put because I have like IP addresses, like they're called proxies. I could just put a proxy and do it. I have another workaround, right? I still watch it. I have another workaround that I cannot disclose, and I can watch everything. Dev, what's up, man? You're late to the party, dude. What's up, Jason, everyone? Nothing much. Yassine, the Pacers came back against OKC. I know, that's what I was just saying, that they it's like a repeat of game 1 versus the Knicks. The Pacers are no joke. Everybody has OKC winning. I don't know what Vegas odds are, but I'm pretty sure they have OKC winning too. But I think the Pacers could give them a run for their money. I think they really could. I'm not well versed on basketball, so I don't want to. I'm a fair weather basketball fan. I'm a fair weather Knicks fan. You know, I didn't watch a basketball game until like game 3 of the Boston Celtics versus the Knicks. You know, so don't take whatever I say about basketball with a grain of salt. Ken says, bro, he was stationed in Treasure Island for 3 years. The hood rats are everywhere over there. Treasure Island, isn't that like lost island that is forbidden or something like that? I don't know. Like off the coast of South America, is it? I could be wrong. Joe, others done it on streams is good from what people say. I'm not putting a I'm not putting an apple pie on a Big Mac. I love Big Macs and I love apple pies, but I don't love them together. Sean Brownie said, "You know what though? I'll be honest. I've been trying to lay off. Like if I have too much McDonald's, like if I eat McDonald's today and then I eat it tomorrow again, and then another day, I'll start getting sick. Like I noticed that my body I just feel terrible. You know, I like to eat real food. I try to anyway. Not all that processed garbage. Sometimes I was eating a McNugget the other day, and I was just like, "Is this chicken? Like, how do I even know what it is, bro? I think it's chicken. I hope it's chicken, but it just doesn't look like chicken, you know." So yeah. No, hey Sean, they there is a professional softball league. I had no idea. Apparently there is a professional softball league. I think they're out of like Wichita, Kansas. I want to say Wichita, I'm not sure though. And MLB partnered with them and they're gonna invest in them. And they planning on, I don't know, possibly starting like a WNBA type thing, you know? And that would be dope, man. I'm telling you, softball is actually, I'm telling you, some of them girls, go watch. Matter of fact, they're playing right now, the NCAA softball. Well, they're not in the World Series yet, but they're playing like the regionals or the super regionals. Go check it out, man. Them girls, some of them girls throw hard, dude. Underhand softball, just freaking. I think somebody, a female broke the record this year. They threw a softball like 75 miles an hour, which doesn't sound much, but considering how big the ball is and the fact that they're throwing it like underhand is crazy, man. It's crazy. Dev says, I like college basketball a lot better than NBA. I don't follow college basketball. I don't really follow college anything that much, you know. Basketball, I'll watch it like in the Final Four a little bit. But baseball, I've been getting into it more. And only because where I live, right now, I live in San Antonio, and you got UTSA right there who's doing good. They just beat the Texas Longhorns. So there's a lot of college stuff going on around here, and so I've been getting into it a little bit. And the college baseball is really good, man. Some of these guys are up there. It's like, I'm not gonna say it's professional, but it's right there. Like, it's as close as you get to pro baseball without being a pro. You know? Look up King in his court. What's that? Should be called the WSL. Oh, that's the Women's Softball League. Donnie Clark got more info on this. Donnie says MLB is going to do Women's Softball League and is going to make money. He says salute Japan. Who's from Japan here? Or just in general, salute Japan. Salute to Japan, man. And it's going to make money. I think they'll make money too, man. The softball is growing, dude. When I go to the batting cage, look, when I take my son to the batting cage, there's more females in there. There's more females in there in the batting cages than there is males. When I go to the baseball field, again, there's softball going on everywhere. So there's a lot of softball going on. NY Yankee Mania. I have 2 days of McDonald's and I get the gout. Damn, dude, that's tough, bro. Yeah, McDonald's, man. I'm telling you, Joe, I was eating a nugget and I wanted to give my dog a little piece. And so I peeled the skin off and I was just looking. I was like, bro, what is this? I don't even know if it's real meat. You know, it's definitely not chicken. I don't think so. It's just weird. I don't know. Sean says, my ex-wife told me Burger King gave me dragon breath. Dang. I'm sorry, Sean. I don't mean to laugh, dude. You got dragon breath? That's bad, dude. You was freaking spitting fire. No, but acid reflux, I feel for you, bro. I suffer from acid reflux. And it sucks, dude. Acid reflux sucks, man. When you sleep, sometimes I get it so bad when I'm sleeping that I have to like prop pillows behind me just to keep me up. And I have sleep apnea too, so yeah, I don't sleep. I don't have good I never get a good night's sleep. If that makes sense. I was gonna do something, but I lost my train of thought when Sean told me dragon breath, bro. God, dude. What's up, Donnie? Can look up King and his court. Let me look that up. The King and his court refers to a fast-pitch softball team led by legendary pitcher Eddie. Oh, so they had a male softball. But I mean, let's leave softball for the woman, man, for the females. That's pretty cool though. I like playing softball. Joe says like eating a hot dog. It's rat meat. Oh my god. A says Wendy's Cookout and Chick-fil-A got some good nuggets. Yeah, yeah, Wendy's got some pretty good nuggets, and I like McDonald's nuggets, especially with sweet and sour sauce. But I'll be honest with you, I'm not 100% sure though that's actual chicken or meat. You know, I don't know what it is, man. It has a weird texture to it. It don't feel like anything, but it tastes good. Japan should have been Jason. Yeah, man, I like Japan. I want to visit Japan one day. I wish I would have done it when I was stationed in Hawaii. The Air Force, they have this thing called hops. Kind of know what I'm talking about. Like you could take a Space A flight for literally. So I have buddies of mine that will like they'll take a week off and fly to Japan for like $20, you know, and then fly back on a cargo aircraft on a C-17, you know. And but I never did it, man, because I had my son was very young. My daughter, I had children and a wife, so I didn't want to really go to that. But I wish I would have. I have to take stomach meds every day. Salute the ace. Donnie Claus says, Jason, I'm Air Force vet. Yeah, so you know what I'm talking about. The Space A, man, when you take a hop, you know. The Space A flight. Yeah, Space A flights, yep. And I be tracking them things. And I was gonna do one to New York one time. I was gonna try to like just fly from like Hawaii to somewhere in California, then from there to another place. But then I decided that was too much, and it's not guaranteed, the Space A flights. I didn't want to end up in the middle of freaking Montana or something, you know, with no flight home. So I was like, nah, I'll just get a regular flight. Ken says the King and the court played with only one outfielder, the catcher, pitcher, and the first baseman. They played against full squads and whipped their asses. Yeah, I got it pulled up here on Google. I was reading a little bit of it. It's crazy. This is old though. This is like way back. Way back. So what do you guys think, man? You think the Yankees make a trade early like they did kind of last year with Jazz Chisholm, or do you think that they wait to the 11th hour, you know, to start making trades like a lot of teams do, you know? Or do they even make a trade? Donnie Clark says the C-130s are no joke. Yes, sir. One last army. I'm gonna give you one last army story, right? And Sean will know what I'm talking about. Sean, are you here, Sean? I don't want to say it unless Sean's here. Maybe I'll save it because we're gonna do maybe me, Ken, and if Donnie wants to join, we should get together. We're gonna do a 4th of July veteran open panel or something. I don't know. Sean, you here, Sean? Oh, Sean left, man. Damn it. Only Sean would know what I'm talking about when I say this. For sure. I know he's gonna know. I'll just wait. I'll say it another day. It involves a C-17 and landing in a combat zone. It is an experience. Let's put it that way. And I'm scared of flying. I don't like flying at all. at all. To this day, I do not like flying. I'm the guy. One time, I was flying from Dallas to Kansas one time, and there was like a soccer team, it was like a girls' high school soccer team, and but you know, I follow all the rules. When when they say buckle your seatbelt, I buckle my seatbelt, I tighten it up, and when they say, hey, at this time, turn all your devices into airplane mode, I turn my devices onto airplane mode, and I expect everybody else to do the same thing, because if they telling you this, it's for a reason. So these kids are there, and they just, and I see that they're not, and one is on the phone and talking. I'm like, excuse me, and they just kind of ignore me. They looked at me crazy. I was like, excuse me, the flight attendant tells you to put it on airplane mode for a reason. You're not the only one on this damn plane. I'd like to make it to Kansas. And everybody, my wife was so mad at me. She was like, you're embarrassing. Because I did say it with a little attitude. And everybody on the plane was looking at me like, whoa, dude, like chill the fuck out. But it's true though. That's why they have airplane mode. I don't know. I'm going on a rant now. Jason, the airplane mode now can call when Wi-Fi is on. No, but they weren't on airplane mode. Okay. This was when was this? This was in 2016 or 2015. I don't think it had Wi-Fi, man. Not on the plane. But still, you listen to the flight attendant. I'm trying to make it home safe. I get real religious on the plane, man. But anyway, Ken says Hawaii to Travis Air Force Base, flight to Dover Air Force Base, and then a bus in New York. That's why I didn't want to do that, Ken. That's why I never took the Space A flights, because I didn't want to. That's a logistical feat right there, like what you just did. Stephen B says, Jason, I've flown to Hawaii when I was 2.5 for my dad's business. I've flown to Bahamas and Jamaica. Flying isn't so bad. It's not. Once you're up there, I think takeoff and landing is really what gets me. I get anxiety, man. I'm not gonna lie, I get anxiety. I really do. I don't like it. I can't get used to it. I get on a plane if I have to, but a lot of times if I could just drive there, do a road trip, I might just do that. And it's crazy because statistically, driving is a lot more dangerous than taking a flight, right? So, Vermont to Norway, is that even possible? You're talking about like, what the hell? And Sweden? Oh, you mean Vermont like in Europe? Or Vermont like the United States? Well, let's say, how the hell? Oh, you talking about flying. Okay. I thought you meant driving. All right, take care, Andrew, man. Good night, brother. Have a good night. The new thing came out last year, airplane mode on Wi-Fi. Watch Air Pilot Stevie. He explains a lot. Oh, maybe. I haven't been on a plane in a while. He was in the Air Force, Vermont, the States. Yeah, man. I've been on some long flights, man. Some long flights and some scary ones. But there's nothing like that. I wish Sean was here. I don't want to say the story without Sean. I'm not going to say it without Sean, because Sean is a Iraqi veteran. So he's an OIF, Operation Iraqi Freedom veteran too. So I know for sure he's going to know what I'm talking about. Like specifically. And he will confirm, like, yo, it's a wild experience. All you see is the Atlantic. Yep. Yes, sir. How long we been on? That's gonna do it for me though. I've been on for like an hour. I appreciate everybody joining. Again, I'm gonna try to do an open panel or like an open mic. Maybe tomorrow. Maybe we could do it tomorrow. If you guys want to join, I know Donnie said he'll jump on. I'm sure Ken would jump on if he has time. I think I'm gonna do it tomorrow, man. I've been trying to figure out how to. I know how to get guests on OBS, right? I know how to do it, but it's not the same as these other platforms. Like, it's not great for the guests, So I could get them on here and it'll sound the same, sound good, but the guest experience, like if I bring on a guest, their experience is gonna be kind of not great compared to like StreamYards or those other platforms and stuff. So, but I'll figure it out, and maybe we'll do an open panel after the Red Sox game. And if you guys want to jump on, man. Come on. Yeah, StreamYards has got use EVMux though. I like EVMux. It's very similar to StreamYards. But that's what I'll do though, because I still have a subscription with them. I'll use that just to have people jump on, because it's just much easier and we don't have to go through that headache, you know. But besides that, man, I appreciate you guys joining me, man. Really do. Let's go Yankees, baby. Another series down. Look, man, you know, yesterday we thought it was the end of the world. Today we're flying high, man. So that's just how it is. That's the roller coaster ride of a 162 game season. Let's go Yankees. You guys have a great evening, man. Peace. Thank you, everyone.
Chalk on the corner, fair game in the air. Aaron's bat sang, but the call wasn't fair. Stripes in the dirt, blind to the truth. Judgment day ruined, no replay to boost. Robbed on the line, truth in the smoke. Boone in the dugout, temper provoked. Hands in the sky, crowds roar choked. Stole the homer face.